This is an overview of how to complete the Unit Number 2 assignment. So go ahead and start by clicking on Unit Number 2 assignment. For the Unit Number 2 assignment, you're going to complete a case study about a startup business called the Narrow Car Company. What you're going to do is you'll read the case study and make some decisions, then input your decisions into a spreadsheet to create an income statement. So go ahead, and step 1 is to read the Narrow case study. So you can read this for yourself, but basically this person wants to create this small car called the Narrow Car Company. The Narrow Car. So it's a one-person car which offers a narrow track. So it has the agility of a motorcycle with the comfort, safety, and capabilities of a vehicle. And it can fit 1 or 2 people depending on the model. So as an entrepreneur and small business owner, you need to decide on a couple things. Which markets do you want to enter? You can choose from New York, Minneapolis, St. Paul, or San Francisco. Each market has its pros and cons. As you can see, depending on which market you enter, you will sell a certain number of units of cars. So for example, if you entered the Minneapolis-St. Paul market, you would sell approximately 16,000 units per year. You also need to choose your marketing strategy. You can choose 1, 2, or all 3 of the options. You can choose from traditional marketing, internet marketing, and direct marketing. Each of these options has a cost associated. So for example, traditional marketing would be things like TV and radio, would cost you $10 million, but you would sell an estimated additional 3,000 units. Lastly, you need to choose your management style. There's 3 types: authoritarian, democratic, and laissez-faire. Each one has specific costs. There's management costs and administrative costs. And then you also have some overhead costs and just normal basic financials you need to understand. The selling price of the Narrow Car is $13,000. The yearly operating or fixed costs are $35 million. And the cost of goods sold for the Narrow Car is 75% of the selling price. So 75% of 13,000. So let's go back and look at part 2. Part 2 asks you to input your answers into the yellow boxes in this Excel file. So go ahead and download the Excel file. All right. So based on which choices you make will indicate what you put in here. So for example, let's say, if I have it up here, let me open it here. Okay, let's go back. Let's say that I chose to sell my car in the New York metro area. So I would know that I would sell 20,000 units per year. And let's say that I chose to use internet and direct marketing. I would know that my marketing costs would be 1 million and 5 million, so 6 million, but I would sell an extra 2,500 units. So I'm selling in New York, which is 20,000 units, but because of my marketing, I can add 2,500. So I'm going to sell 22,500 units. So it's $13,000 to sales price that we found out. It's 22,500. Your cost of goods automatically fills in. Okay, let's look at my marketing expense, as we recall, was 6 million. And I'm going to choose a laissez-faire style. So I will have 3 million in management costs. I will have $500,000 in administrative costs. And as you recall, the operating costs are down here, are 35 million. And then what I do is I put all the yellows in and it will create an income statement. So look at the tab down here. And as you can see, I have gross profit of $73,000 and my net income was 28,625, which was a 9.8% return on, I think that's ROI is what that number is looking at. So your goal is to make choices and provide rationale for your choices. I provided no rationale for my choices I just made. They were really random. And what you need to do is you're trying to get the highest net income possible. All right. And you have to get a net income that's positive for this assignment. Okay. And then when you're done with that, so you need to go ahead and then I want you to write a one-page reflection with rationale. So tell me why, at least it'll be about a page if it's more or less, as long as you cover it. I want to know why you chose the city you chose, why you chose the marketing options you chose, option or options, why you chose the management style you chose. So provide some rationale. And then I want you to write a one paragraph reflection about what you learned by doing this assignment. You will be graded on the spreadsheet, the decisions you put in the decisions into your spreadsheet, your rationale, your reflection, and minor on spelling and grammar. And then you can go ahead and upload it right to this assignment. All right, that's all for now. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.